Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barvelet. Over recent days, I've been reassessing certain aspects of my life. Some of this has come through Noble Ape. I've been spending more time in the Noble Ape source code. I want to pull together a Noble Ape web server that's coherent and actually can interact with a Noble Ape client. And in this light, I've been learning various things, exploring various things, and just getting it together in such a way that when I do the broad translation of the Noble Ape simulation, it'll be in a form that others can participate in as well. I don't know what the time frame is associated with this thing. I've got to do a lot of reading and a bit of research and put some stuff together. But the emotion that I have associated with this project seems to be relatively productive. And it's something that I think will motivate code in a relatively short time frame. Historically, I've rewritten the simulation in Java in order to do this server-side Noble Ape experiment. But based on where the young folk are, based on where the kids today are hanging out, I'm going to rewrite it in a JavaScript variation called Node.js, which has been around for a few years now, a couple and a half at least, but has grown in momentum, grown in energy, and grown in interest that I think could easily pick up the Noble Ape simulation and run with it as well. There are half a dozen existing simulations written in Node.js, and they're all really very primitive. And in that light, I think Noble Ape can join this stable of emerging simulations written in Node.js and probably learn from some of things and probably give a lot back in other ways. But in this light, I'm hoping to launch around the 20-year anniversary, so around June 13th. So stay tuned for more stuff associated with the Node.js implementation of Noble Ape. When will you hear about it? What's going to happen? My expectation is to create a server that can be interactable at least early on through a web browser. A lot of the information is not going to be particularly interesting. It's going to be lots and lots of text. But the nutritional nature of the text, and in particular for those that have used the Noble Ape simulation historically, you'll understand immediately what I'm trying to get at with this implementation. And in terms of the next generation, in terms of the new folk that are using Node.js now, it will be interesting to see what actually comes out of this. As part of a community now of tens, if not hundreds of thousands of these kind of libraries, I am coming a little bit late to this thing. I remember maybe 2 years ago talking with a coworker at the time about his learning Node.js and putting up stuff on Azure. At the time, it sounded a little bit interesting, but really, I kind of lost at least a year here. So I'm playing catch up slightly. But I know my JavaScript, and quite frankly, the extensions and the stuff that I need to add to JavaScript in order to make Node.js, superficially, initially, it looks interesting, it looks different, but it's going to be a lot of additional JavaScript code that basically the Noble Ape simulation lends itself to anyway. So for folks who are interested, stay tuned. I'm going to try and limit the updates so as I don't get glazed eyes in these short funk recordings, but I assume probably 1 out of 15, maybe 1 out of 30 of these short funks will be updates associated with this thing. Tom Barvelet in San Jose, signing out.